Hi, I'm Daniel, and today I want to share a story with you. A story about a simple decision that completely changed everything for me. It's a tale that proves how even the smallest choice can have the biggest impact, transforming your life in ways you might never have imagined. A few years ago, I felt like I was stuck on a treadmill. I was trapped in a routine that felt suffocating. I had a job I didn't enjoy, and every day felt like a carbon copy of the one before. Wake up, drag myself to work, come home exhausted, numb my mind with TV, go to sleep, and then repeat the whole cycle all over again. I was living, but I wasn't truly alive. Deep down, I was dreaming of a different life, a life filled with purpose and passion, but I was completely lost. I had no idea where to even begin to make a change. It felt like I was standing at the edge of a vast ocean, wanting to cross, but with no boat and no map. One evening, as I was walking home from work, feeling that familiar sense of emptiness, something caught my eye. It was a small, unassuming poster tacked onto a community bulletin board. The words on it were simple, yet they seemed to jump out at me. It read, "Take a chance. Try something new." I stopped and stared at it for a long moment. My first thought was dismissal. Is this really for me? I asked myself. My mind was flooded with doubts and excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have the time. What if I fail? It's probably a waste of money. It's easier to just go home and stick with what I know. But then, as I was about to walk away, a memory surfaced. I remembered my grandmother, a wise and wonderful woman, and something she used to tell me often. She'd say, "Daniel, sometimes all it takes is one small step to start a whole new journey." Her voice echoed in my mind, a gentle nudge against the wall of my resistance. That poster, those words from my grandmother. It felt like the universe was trying to tell me something. And in that moment, I decided to listen. I made a simple choice. Instead of walking away, I walked closer, took down the number, and signed up for a weekend workshop. The workshop was about something I had always been passionate about, but had long since neglected: photography. It was just one small step, a single weekend out of my life, but for me, it felt like a giant, terrifying leap into the unknown. That weekend was a revelation. I was nervous at first, surrounded by strangers, feeling like an imposter. But as the workshop progressed, something inside me started to awaken. I was learning new skills, seeing the world through a different lens literally. I met people who shared my passion, people who were vibrant and excited about creating. Their energy was contagious. Most importantly, I rediscovered my own love for creativity, a part of myself I thought I had lost forever. I felt a spark ignite within me, a feeling of excitement and possibility that I hadn't felt in years. That one simple decision to sign up for a weekend class was like a stone tossed into a still pond. The ripples just kept expanding. That workshop was the catalyst for everything that followed. I started taking my camera everywhere. I practiced every day. I began sharing my photos online. The positive feedback I received was incredibly encouraging. It fueled my passion even more. That initial spark grew into a steady flame. It led me to take more advanced courses, to build a portfolio, and eventually to take the biggest leap of all. I quit my unfulfilling job to pursue photography as a full-time career. It was scary, of course, but for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was in control of my own story. I was no longer just a character in a repeating script. I was the author. Looking back now, I often think about that walk home from work. I realize with absolute certainty that if I hadn't made that simple choice, if I had just kept walking and ignored that poster, my life would have remained the same. I'd still be stuck in that monotonous routine, dreaming of a life I was too afraid to live. That small, seemingly insignificant step opened doors I never even knew existed. It led me down a path of self-discovery, fulfillment, and happiness. It didn't just change my career. It changed me. I became more confident, more optimistic, and more open to new experiences. The truth is, this isn't just my story. It's a universal principle. Every big change, every grand adventure, every success story you've ever heard of starts with a single, small decision. It all begins with that first step. It could be signing up for a class like I did. It could be finally starting that book you've always wanted to write. It might be having a difficult but necessary conversation, or simply deciding to go for a walk instead of sitting on the couch. It could be speaking up for yourself at work or taking a leap of faith on a new relationship. Whatever it is, it all begins with a simple choice to do something different. So today, I want to encourage you. If you're feeling stuck, if you're dreaming of a different life but don't know where to start, don't be afraid to make that one small decision. Don't underestimate the power of a single step. It might not feel like much at the moment, it might even feel a little scary, but it just might be the start of your greatest journey yet. What's that one small thing you can do today? Remember this: sometimes the smallest choice can lead to the biggest and most beautiful change. Trust yourself, listen to that quiet inner voice, and take that first step. You have no idea what wonderful places it might take you. If this story resonated with you and you're looking for more inspiration and motivational tales, please subscribe to English Tales and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a story that could inspire you to take action and change your own life. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next story.